recognize what you're hearing at first. A soft tap, then another, coming from inside the walls of Lemp Mansion. And that's the moment I knew something was wrong, because I was the only one inside the house. I had come to St. Louis for a short documentary shoot, just a night inside America's most haunted home, where 4 generations of the Lemp family died, and where the last one pulled the trigger inside a locked room. But I wasn't thinking about the deaths when I entered. I was thinking about the silence, that heavy kind of silence that feels planned, the kind that feels like someone is waiting for you to speak first. I flicked on my flashlight. The beam cut through the dusty hallway like it didn't want to. Old portraits lined the walls, their eyes following every move. A trick of the light, I told myself. A trick, just a trick. Then the tapping came again. Closer this time, right behind my shoulder. I spun around. Nobody, just that long hallway, stretching into darkness like a throat. I should have left then. I know that now. But the thing about curiosity, it makes you stupid in the most confident way. I stepped deeper inside. The air grew colder. Not like winter cold, like basement cold. Damp, heavy, sticking to my skin. My breath fogged in the beam of the flashlight. That made no sense. The heating was on. 20 minutes in, I found the doorway the guide warned me about. The room isn't on any tour, he'd said. No photos, no history boards. We don't talk about that one. And yet, the door was cracked open, like it was expecting me. A slow creak pushed it wider, but I didn't touch it. I swear I didn't touch it. Inside, the room felt wrong. Not dangerous, not haunted, just wrong. Like stepping into someone's unfinished memory. Wallpaper peeled in long strips. A single wooden chair faced the window, and beside it, a bullet hole in the wall. The exact spot where Charles Lemp ended his life in 1949. I took one step toward it. The chair moved. Just an inch. Just enough to let me know it wasn't my imagination. My stomach dropped. My legs locked. Then, a whisper, low, male, right in my left ear. "Don't sit there." I staggered back, heart slamming against my ribs. "Who's here?" I whispered, because you always whisper when you're terrified. No answer, just breathing, deep, slow, steady, and it wasn't mine. The flashlight flickered hard, once, twice, and died completely. Darkness swallowed everything. That's when I heard footsteps, soft, deliberate, pacing the room, circling me. I held my breath, listening. The footsteps stopped inches in front of me. Then, a cold fingertip touched the center of my forehead. The flashlight snapped back on by itself, and I wasn't alone. A man stood in front of me, pale, hollow-eyed, wearing a suit that belonged to another century. His tie crooked, his collar stained. He didn't blink, not once. I recognized the face, not from a ghost story, not from a tour brochure, from a photograph in the hallway. Charles Lemp. I froze. He didn't. His lips moved, barely. "You shouldn't have opened the door," he whispered. My voice cracked. It was already open. His expression changed. Not anger, realization. "They opened it," he said. "They're not done yet." Before I could ask who he meant, every door upstairs slammed at once. A thunderous boom that shook dust from the ceiling. Charles vanished, not dissolved, not faded, just gone, like someone switched him off. I ran for the hallway, flashlight bouncing wildly, breath tearing out of my chest. But the mansion seemed different. Corridors looping back into themselves, staircases shifting angles, rooms I had walked through minutes ago completely gone. I was lost in a house that wasn't supposed to move. And the worst part, I could hear footsteps behind me, fast, getting faster, chasing. I burst through the front door, stumbled down the steps, and didn't stop running until I saw street lights again. My hands shook for hours. My heart didn't slow for days. But what keeps me awake at night, what I still can't explain, is what the guide told me when I went back to return the keys. He stared at the ring in my hand, confused. "We never gave you the key to that room," he said. "We sealed that door shut 20 years ago." He looked at me like he wanted to say more, but couldn't. Then he asked, "Did you hear anything in there?" I didn't answer. I couldn't, because the next night, in my hotel room, someone knocked softly on my wall. 3 taps, the same rhythm, the same sound, coming from inside. And that's when I finally understood. The door was never meant to be opened, but whatever I let out knows exactly where I sleep